Talk to me with Adedoja Allen.
All right, so let's quickly get into the topic of the day. So take a listen. My marriage has been nothing short of disappointing from day one. When we got married 11 years ago, my husband was doing well financially. I also had a good paying job. The issue, however, was that my husband never respected my opinion as a wife. His siblings moved in with us, and we were having several challenges from disrespect to abuse. Anytime I complained, my husband would say that they are my in-laws, that it is my duty to make them feel happy in his house. Anytime they did anything, my husband would take sides with them. They became so bold that they started dictating what I did in my own husband's house, from what to cook to how to run the house. I was raised in a very godly home, so divorce was out of the question for me. Even when I knew my husband was cheating on me with several women, I still maintained being a virtuous wife. In 2017, my husband was defrauded to the tune of 290 million naira. That almost killed him, but thank God he did not die. Since his business collapsed, I had to be the breadwinner of the house. Even as the breadwinner of the house, my husband and his siblings continued to disrespect me. I took it with pain and humility. This continued for a long time. Every time they will be telling me this is their brother's house and it is only my children that are legitimate. I, the outsider. A few years ago, I had the opportunity of attending a women's empowerment program, and from there I learned how to invest and started planning for my future. Without my husband's knowledge, I bought and built a house. My plan was to use it for rent and be getting additional income. Unfortunately, we lost our house this year because the bank my husband borrowed from for his business came and foreclosed the house. Everyone felt we were going to relocate to the village because that is where my husband has another house. But I told my husband I would not be going to the village. I told him about the house and that my children and I will be moving into the house. By the grace of God, I finished decorating the house and I moved in with my children. When my husband's siblings saw that I had built a house, they wanted to come and live with us, but I refused. I only even allowed my husband to come with us because he's the father of my children. If not, he wouldn't have been allowed to. Yes, I built a big twin duplex and boys' quarters, but these people will not smell anything near the house. They tried to make trouble that I used their brother's money to build the house, but they failed because I went to the police to report them. The police got involved, picked them up, just gave them the warnings. The police rescued me somehow and from their hands. So my husband then threatened to divorce me if I do not allow his siblings access to my house. I laughed very hard and told him to go ahead and get the divorce papers for me to sign. I was ready to deal with anyone that would try and mess up my happiness. I've never been happy in this marriage, and I saved us by making plans for the rainy day. Yet they have the audacity to threaten me. My husband moved to the village and thought the village people can intimidate me. His family even accused me of planning his downfall so that I can disgrace their son. They said I made him lose all his wealth so I can control him. Well, I told them I'm not the one that chased him out of our marriage. He used his two legs to walk out. He told my family that he's not marrying me anymore, and it's been almost 2 years now. Now, it's like his eyes are open. Things are very hard for him and his family. The tune has changed. They are now begging me to forgive and forget, that we should reconcile for the sake of the children. As much as I would want to accept my husband back, anytime I remember how he and his family treated me for 11 years of marriage, I feel I should just ignore them, and because they might come back and do worse. Right now, I'm trying to pick up the pieces of my life and start all over again. I met a widower who is friends with me. He likes me, respects me, shows me love that my husband never showed me, and wants to marry me. But I told him I want to wait at least 3 years after my marriage is finalized before I can go into any romantic relationship. I've tried. I've not had sex in 3 years. I do not love my husband anymore. I'm not even sure I loved him in the 10 years out of our 11 years of marriage. Woo. because the maltreatment from his family lasted almost all through our marriage. Wow. I deserve to be happy. My husband is begging and swearing that he has changed and learned his lesson. I want to believe him, okay? But I'm afraid that he might only be doing this just to come back to Lagos because the family is not favoring him. Because the village, rather, is not favoring him. His siblings have been calling and begging me for money to feed almost every time too. Big question. Should I accept him back? How do I know he has changed in less than 2 years after what he did for almost 10 years? Is this a trap? She's asking. What if they try to kill me just to inherit the property? Okay. Or should I forget him and push for the finalization of the divorce? I was a good wife to him, but he was a very bad husband to me. His family made me suffer and unhappy for many years. What should I do? Please advise me. Anonymous, advise me. So that's the story for today. She has quite a lot of questions. Should I accept him back? She has quite many things in her head. How do I know he has changed in the last 2 years after what he did for almost 10 years? Is this a trap? Okay. What if they try to kill me just to inherit the property? Could this also be one reason? Or should she just forget about it and just go ahead for the divorce? Phone lines to call 07001051 1051 0700 1051 1051. WhatsApp is 0909 916 4403, and that also doubles up as the second studio line. Could you turn down the volume of your radio?
Good evening, ma.
Turn down the volume of your radio, please. Yes.
No, I'm on the road. I'm driving. I'm parked.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you parked.
Yeah, I'm parked.
Okay. Okay. Hello. What's your name and where are you calling from?
No, my name is
Oh, you are quite noisy there. You need to, Oh, dear. Sorry, I lost you there. It was quite noisy, if you can hear me. Sorry about that. And I just wanted to tell you to please turn down the volume of your radio set, and then when you call back, we can have a conversation. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening, ma.
Yes, sir. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Festus. I'm calling from Munshi.
Festus, from where?
Munshi.
Mushi. Okay. All right, Festus. Go ahead. Did you listen to the story?
Yes, I listened to the story.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
that woman's story is opposite of my own story.
opposite of
my
yours.
own story. Yes. So, but what I want to advise the woman, because as it is now, definitely all the insinuations, they are also going to take, like what she thought herself, they are also going to believe that she was the one that planned the husband's downfall. But apart from that, those ones are just insinuations, and she's only herself and God that knows what actually happened. But she did well. She's a wise woman. But for the sake of the children, yes, she's a wise woman. For the sake of the children, if she wants to actually give the husband a chance, as I'm talking to you, she is the one that knows what her mind is telling her, and she has to follow exactly what I know she wants advice from people, but there is one particular thing that her mind is telling her, and she has to follow it. Just one thing her mind is telling her, and she has to follow it. But my own candid advice is that if she eventually, for me, I would prefer that she forgives the husband.
That she what?
And accept him.
She should forgive him, right? Yeah.
Accept him. But for that acceptance, she has to prepare a document that the man will be a member of his family will sign. A document that will suit her situation. A document that will suit the man coming back to her life. That man, the husband, and a member of the family, of the husband family, have to sign that peace document. That is my own advice. But for the sake of the children, and when you see a person who is sincerely, repented, not just because the person wants to come back for property sake or for any other thing. If the man has genuinely realized his mistake,
Yeah.
and definitely the children need father, they need the father. So she has to forgive and accept him on those basis. But for my own advice, she has to document it, and they will be signatory to it.
You very
That
much.
is my own
Thank you so
advice.
much, Festus. I'm of the same
Thank you.
opinion. And you know that at the beginning of the story, she said that she's from a godly family, a Christian home, that divorce
Yes,
is not an
it's okay.
option. Yeah. So
Yes,
yeah,
it's
that's
okay.
what we're gonna let her know
Because
that.
even the second man that is coming, you don't know what he's going to.
Exactly.
Human being can pretend.
Honestly.
Human being can pretend. I am on this. This is also 11th year of my own marriage. As I'm
Wow.
talking to you now, as I'm talking to you now, we are separated.
Oh.
We are on separation now as I'm talking to you. But I love my children so dearly. I love them so dearly. I suffered for this 11 years. I begged. I knelt down. I can kneel down and beg for things. Ordinary things. I can kneel down. I begged. I pleaded. I begged for what? For peace. Nothing came out of it. So I will also say my own story. The way I have not sent it on email because I am suspecting that also she downloaded my own email on my own phone. So I'm just being careful. Yes.
Okay.
I'm being careful because there have been a lot of monitoring on that.
Okay.
So I will also send my own message on WhatsApp.
Okay, WhatsApp, yes, 090991644403.
I have the WhatsApp number.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Festus.
Thank you so much.
Have a good evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was Festus there. I like his counsel. Apparently, he's going through something similar, and so, he thinks that she should just take the man back. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening.
Hello. Tell me your name.
Evening.
Tell me your name.
Yeah, my name is Wisdom.
Wisdom. Nice name. So talk to me.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm calling from Okwebi Island.
Okwebi. All right.
Yeah, I listened to the story. From the beginning you started, it's so touching.
Oh.
So touching. In fact, I just had to park one side and I was just weeping within.
Oh.
Yeah. And as the story goes, I know most of our women, they try a lot. I'm not married yet, but I'm very close to that point. I have a couple of friends who are in the same picture. And looking at the story, the problem is from them, the men. The problem is from them. Every time they push it to the woman, and the society will tend to always leave it there. But it's not always correct every time. So the woman is so wise to have think ahead, having seen what's going to come out of it. So my own advice to this is that, number one, just like the last caller said, she knows what is in her mind, whether she would want to have the man back or not. Let's assume, because we only hear the story one-sided. We haven't heard from the man's side what might have been. But let's assume it's the way she has said it. Let's take it that way. If it is so, in my own part, I would say that if she hasn't sure exactly what her mind is saying, that means for me, let her forgive the man, but they mustn't come back as a husband. Let her forgive the man. Let her just probably move on her life, because the husband brothers, they will not they say 40 is a fool forever. It's an average. If these guys can be doing this before now, and how are we sure tomorrow, when she allowed them come back to the house after 1 year, 2 years, they're not going to turn tiger again? How are we sure? If she really want to have the man back, there should be a concrete documentation taking the husband brother to the court for signed the husband, all of them, that, okay, if I'm taking you back, I don't want to see your brothers here. They will sign it. A copy of the letter should be delivered with the police. In fact, they say it happened in America. They will draw meter lines. So, and so. Don't come near. Something like that should happen. So that they don't mess her life up the second time. She will not have the chance anymore.
It's true. You're very right. Especially because she has the fears. So she really needs to secure herself and the relation, the marriage.
Yes. She has to save that because I'm sorry to say this. Now, this is evening time now. You go by, you see a lot of family men in the beer parlor, women, different women everywhere, and some of these men, they have beautiful, humble wife at home. What are you doing in the beer parlor with other girls? What are you doing? You know, and after coming back with the influence of alcohol, you can treat your wife anyhow.
Yeah.
So you think because the woman, she doesn't have a voice, she has a voice, she has a life. So sometimes we men have to be checked. They have to check us. They have to check us. The problem also comes from us too. I'm not saying I'm not exempted, but though I'm not living such that, but we have to be checked. If all these people that didn't plan well, she wouldn't have built a house. Is it easy? So that's where I draw my line. That woman, if she loves the other man, I see that man can care for her and accept her the way he is, and she's going to have a life.
Hello.
Let her go for them. In fact,
okay.
Yes. Let her go for the man, and he's going to forgive the husband, but no road anymore.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
That's my own take.
Thank you so much, Wisdom. Thank you. That was Wisdom there. It's saying exactly what first has said, the first caller, that the woman should forgive her husband. Please, my callers, I know that you love to talk to me, but please let's make this conversation short so that I can take quite a lot of calls. Thank you. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. There's so much noise where you are. Is it your radio set?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm not very big from here. My name is David. I'm calling from Ogun State, Agbara.
David, calling from Agbara.
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me.
So the situation on ground is not. How would I put it now? For the wife to not forgive the husband is very bad. Look it. No marriage is perfect. We're all learning every day.
Everyone is saying forgive. I like that. I like the angle tonight is going.
Nobody's perfect.
Oh,
so
bless.
She just have to forgive the man and move on. Life goes on. Just forget about the past. Then the future. Let her don't use her past to affect her present. So maybe tomorrow. Maybe the future might be more brighter than understand. So let us just continue with the man and move on. That's all. Nothing more than that. Because children is there.
That's what we're saying. Yeah. So
children is there. So we cannot say that if you move on with another man now, become history. That he is your father. You know now. Just move it. But the marriage was better for worse.
Yeah.
For better for us.
The situation is not
or bad. Once you God has joined together, no one.
Are you married?
I don't think both of them should put something between them.
Are you married, David?
Yeah.
Are you married?
I'm not married.
Okay.
I'm not married.
All right. When are you going to get married?
For now, I don't know. For now.
All right then.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. All right, David. Thank you. Thank you. All right then.
Bye.
Thanks. All right, that was David there. He's also advocating that she should forgive her husband. Time check is 56 minutes past 8 p.m. tonight, the 2nd of December 2021, and you're tuned in to Talk to Me with myself, Adedoja Allen. We're talking about a case. I don't know at what point you joined in the conversation, but it's a very long read. But there's this woman who's at a crossroad and she's wondering if she should accept her husband back, or not. Numbers to call again is 07001051 1051. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
evening, madam.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please. My name is Sam. I'm calling from Bega.
Okay, all right, Sam. Go ahead, talk to me.
Yeah, my advice to the man or to the woman, please, let her just forgive the man, for God's sake, because of the children. You know, God has forgiven us for all our sins, so we have to forgive every other person.
Okay.
This is between husband and wife, matter.
Okay. So she should forgive him. How does she handle? How do you advise or think? How do you think she should handle the fears? Her fears of how does?
I think I can hear when some people say that the woman should go to court and beg the family, the brothers and the other people. I think marriage is not like that. All of them can settle the issue. You know, all of them can sit down and
okay, and the man's family.
You know,
right.
Yes.
Right.
You know, I think respect.
Yeah, and I think the man will put his foot down now to ensure that yes.
Yeah, that is what I believe.
That's what I think too. Yeah.
So please.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sam. Thank you. Numbers to call 07001051, excuse me. And it's 0909-916-4403. That's the second line. It's also the WhatsApp number. Hello, good evening. What's your name?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Adedoja. Happy New Month.
Happy New Month.
I'm good. This is your sister for charity renewal.
Sorry, say that again?
Now, 6-2.
Oh, 6-2. No, you haven't called. You haven't called in a while, so I'm.
I don't know whether Casey give you the information. I lost my dad.
Oh, sorry about that. So sorry about that.
Since then, I'm just being with. I said, okay, I just know Tyra, none of them. They know. But I look at my mom. They know Adedoja. So wait,
oh, I'm so sorry about that. So sorry about your dad.
Then I know I really listen to the. I will send you a WhatsApp message at the moment.
Okay, all right. I'll pick up my WhatsApp now.
I are really doing a great job with the every situation because this topic is brought on
That's
Ghana.
what we are here.
So many couple having the issue. They don't know the right people to advise them. They believe that if they go to church or counselor, at the end of the day, a woman right. At the end of the day, the problem here and here. So we are best people to listen to this program. I'm not married over, but if I listen to this your program, I pray to God that God should just give me the right woman that will follow this decision that you are helping many things that without this program, people are not living happily. But when they listen to this program, they create their family, especially newly couple. They know the right decision to make. They know the bad decision to make. So, but I know that this program is helping hands. And concerning this topic we brought on down now, people should learn to forgive. They should learn to forgive. No matter what, even though the man is cheating, the woman try because okay, well, if you do not forgive your partner, how come you people get married? Are you people getting married because of maybe?
Oh, I lost. Hello. Okay, 6-2. Okay.
Because of sometimes I ask myself that if you know that you can't forgive your partner, why did you choose him to be your man or your woman? And you are saying that you love your partner. At the end of the day, to forgive, they can't forgive. So partner now they can't even forgive, no matter the offense that the husband have or their wife have. At the end of the day, their family and the children too will be imitating their footsteps because the woman is not holding the family like the man is even misbehaving. So I also said that forgiveness should be considering in marriage, no matter the thing that goes on. Because if you do not forgive, hello, ma.
I can hear you. I'm here. So, I heard you well.
I keep telling myself that let them just forgive. And this topic is not on ground. I believe that let them forgive no matter what goes on.
Thank you.
And if they forgive, let them pray about it. Not only forgiving, because it's easy to say, I'm forgiving you, but in your mind, are you sure that you forgive the partner? So for me, let them just pray about it so that God should just put things in order right.
Yeah. Thank you so much, 6-2. Thank you. So I've answered 5 calls, and every single caller said that the woman should forgive her husband. It's the first time I'm going to get that sort of consensus. Hello, could you turn down the volume of your radio, please?
Hello, good evening.
Yes.
Good evening. This is Taiwo calling from Agbara.
Okay, hi Taiwo. Talk to me.
We are really enjoying your program, and God bless the work of your heart.
Amen. Amen. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I'm contributing real quick.
Okay.
I think the situation about marriage and what I would learned, marriage is not a community project. It's between you and your partner. So the first thing is, this man, if there is a second side to the story, it's better we hear from the man too, to know what is going on. Because if he is doing this because he is broke in the village, then definitely when it comes to Lagos and he bounces back, then probably what happened might still remain.
You reckon?
Hello?
I said you reckon?
Yeah. So that is just my point of view. Let us know what really went wrong. Someone coming to tell you I'm sorry because she has been feeding you and she has been sort of thing. So you want the proximity because of what you are getting now. That's my own opinion.
Thank you so much.
I think
okay.
Yeah, so I think the issue should just be let this woman decide on what she wants to forgive the man. Forgiveness is always an option.
Forgive. You also said forgive. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but let's deal with the real matter. This man, I don't think he's coming because he wants the children or whatever. I think he's coming because of what he's getting from this man.
Because of what he's getting?
What did you say, please?
Did you say he's coming back because of what he's getting from her?
Yes, definitely. If he's back on his feet,
really,
the man the same way he has been treating her.
Okay.
The man he has been treating her. So let the woman keep hands on this man. Because something of 10 years, it is no more an accident. He is doing it intentionally. It is his behavior. So it's not because of the fact that maybe someone said.
You're opening my eyes to this. I need to even look at it that the man is coming back because of what he's going to get. Honestly.
He wants proximity because of what he's getting.
And you said it again that if he bounces back, I mean, coming from you, a man, it's really.
If he bounces back, because it is this is saying, you must have 11 years he has only enjoyed for the first year.
Yeah, just for 1 year.
That is it.
So what's the guarantee that she's going to enjoy the marriage?
What has changed now?
This could be their test. This could be their test. You know, sometimes, in Christianity we'll say that sometimes these things happen to make us better. Gold is refined in the fire. And then when it comes out, before it goes into fire, it's very ugly, black and all that. But when it goes into fire, it comes out as pure, beautiful. So it could be their fire. They come out of it, they bounce back, and they come out well, happy together and stronger together. So it could actually be genuine. It could be genuine. But thank you so much for your contribution, Taiwo. Thank you. Oh, wow. Okay, different perspective. I like that angle coming from a man. I like that. But hey, as I said, we never know. It could be a test that the Lord wants to bring them up. Hello. Good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? I think I've lost you there. 0700-1051. I'm saying hello to my Instagram live listeners or viewers, whichever word to use. And those on YouTube, I see you all. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. Hello. And those on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram live. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I do hope that you're enjoying it. Hello, good evening. What's your name? And where are you calling from?
Hello, Mommy Mole from Ikorodu.
Mommy Mole from Ikorodu.
Yes.
All right, Mommy Mole, talk to me.
Well done for your good job.
Thank you,
well
ma.
Done.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Amen.
Do you know that you are building some houses like that?
Wow.
God bless you.
Amen.
God bless you. There is
Amen.
nothing I have, but just God bless you.
Amen. Thank
and
you.
That's what I can give you. Thank you so much.
All right, ma. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement and your prayers. Thank you. Amen to the prayers. Okay, so you're tuning to City 1051 FM. We are your number one lifestyle station. Time check, it's 6 minutes past 9 p.m. tonight, the 2nd of December, 2021. Oh, all right. I have another caller. Each time I want to say something. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Oh, I lost you there. Please call me back, 0700-1051-1051. Send me a WhatsApp. If you can't now, call 090991644403. And on Instagram Live, drop me a message. On Facebook, drop me a message. On YouTube, yes, also drop me a message. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Okay, good evening.
Yes,
My
sir.
name is Victor, calling from Lekki.
All right, Victor. That's very clear. Your call is very clear. Okay.
Yeah. I think this is the first time I'm doing this in my life.
Oh, wow.
So I think that's why it's very clear.
Talk to me.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing it. Now, let me just go straight to the point.
Go ahead.
Now, I've always said something in my life that I will never teach whatever I've not experienced. Now, from what she said, from her story, I'm a living witness and it has happened to me. This is my
Tell me, it has happened to you.
This happened to me live.
What do you mean by this happened to you? Which one? Which part of the
story? The same story, the same full details of her story happened to me. But the only thing that didn't happen in that story
I was about to be scared. I wanted to say, Abi, you had the husband.
No. Now, from the book of things, the only thing that didn't happen to me was that there was no divorce. Now, from my little experience, I think the whole solution to this matter starts from forgiveness. Because until she's able to forgive the man, and forget.
Okay, so now I would like to stay. Sorry, Victor. I would like to stay with you for a little while, simply because you said that it has happened to you. You know, like you also said, when you have not experienced something, you're not in the best place to advise. So, are you the receiver or the giver? You know what I mean? You know, this one is her husband that did that.
Actually, my wife is the receiver. My wife is the receiver.
Okay.
Now,
so you are the one that did it. Am I right? Did we say it well?
I am the one that did it.
Oh, okay. So it's the same story. It's the same
my
story.
Marriage.
Okay.
The same way it came down financially happens to me.
Oh, wow.
God started a journey with me back. It's actually this year. That I was able to work as a man and earn money. God's contract started this year. Why? Because God needed to find me.
That's what I was saying.
Now, this is it. I think some years back, the same thing, just like the family, they were overruling my marriage. Not only that, a lot of things were happening. My wife is sad for many years. My first son right now is 16 years old, planning to write jam. So my children also were being affected in this whole matter. Sometimes we fight in the house and you see my children crying. See them crying. Seriously.
Wow.
But it got to a stage, God wanted to start a journey with me. He took every job from me.
Wow.
He took all my job. I was getting contract. I did in Abuja. Wow. Right now, I'm in Lagos. So God had to deal with me to an extent. I think the husband's one is even good. It got to a stage, I was moving from one cell to another, one cell to another. I was being chased by politicians. So it was not fun. It got to a stage, she got a job in Lagos. She left us in Abuja. I had to come back. You know, after some time, I had to pick the children. We came back to Lagos. Then I was now more like I'm a baby to my wife. When God started the journey with me, so I started, you know, how to try and make her happy. It got to a stage, even the dad, the late dad right now, I had to tell her, come, you need to divorce. Go to court. And, you know, I was receiving a call from court. But one thing God kept putting in me was that this marriage is yours. In fact, people were making, you know, inquiries. They said, God is with these people. God joined them together. We did marriage. You know that we just picked ourselves from one place. We did every single procedure. A man would do to a wife, to a woman. Both the wife marriage, the engagement, everything, we did it. So, what I realized, my family was ruling over me and a lot of things were happening. To an extent, in fact, I prefer my mother over my wife. My younger sisters, they were messing up. So I got to a stage when God started this journey with me. The day I sent my mom out of my house, that was the day. My mom came in the morning, came to visit and she started talking to my wife anyhow. Something unveiled from me. And you know the one thing, I told her out of my house.
No,
and that was the day.
I don't know how I feel about this though.
And I can tell you this vividly, to be sincere with you. My younger sisters, we are not in good time with my wife. I can sincerely tell you, their relationship started. My younger sister started greeting my wife, respecting my wife just this time last week. Just last week. It's so bad to that extent. But I've been dealing with the matter, and I told them, so this is my wife. I will have to cut you off. It is going to take me to cut you off. But today, I can sincerely tell you, my wife is a messiah in my family.
So, Victor, so did you, okay, all right, go ahead.
Yeah, right now, my dad, that was the time my dad told me bluntly in Abuja and told me, he said, I will separate you and your wife because the interest was much. But today, let me be sincere with you, my dad has been with me for 7 months in my house right now.
Wow.
My wife gives me monthly allowances.
Wow. Okay, so Victor, now tell me, hold on there, please, tell me.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether you heard the question. She said, should I accept him back? How do I know he has changed in less than 2 years after what he did for 10 years? Then she went, is this a trap? What if they try to kill me just to inherit the property?
Now, this is it. It's very simple. With the help of God, I think with the level I am, I always believe that the scripture says, so as a man thinketh in his heart.
Okay.
So now, when you start thinking negative, there's possibility that the devil will manipulate. But when you think positive, we are human. There is room for change. Things are changing day by day, single hour by single hour, minute by minute. Things are changing in the world where we are right now. Now, all she needs, I said one thing before I start talking. I said, all the process of this matter, the solution of this matter starts from forgiveness.
Right.
When you forgive, then you begin to see the good side. Even if it is the little 1 year that you spent together and you enjoy it, you begin to see the 4th year that you spent together in joy and in happiness. You begin to see, when you begin to see, then too, the Spirit of God will begin to minister to you. Then you will hear the voice. Now you are hearing 2 voices. That's the reason why you are calling for the help of men.
You are preaching there.
You are hearing the voice, men. You are not listening to the voice of God because you have not forgiven. So when you forgive, then you begin to hear God clearly. God will never speak to you when you are still carrying something for you.
I like that.
So until she begins to hear, now she's trying to see if this one is okay, this one. Somebody like, I don't encourage, though there's a boss already, but I don't encourage, trying to leave the person you've met before, you are with before, and go to another man. I don't encourage it, but there is always solution. I believe that there is solution. So forgive first, pray about it. I don't think you need to pray long prayer now, because God is omnipresent. He's everywhere. So He hears. He will convince you in your spirit, and He will speak to you. So she needs to forgive, then find a way. If it's going to take him for a 1 day fast and pray, because she said something that people are not seeing. She said she came from a Christian home.
Exactly. We picked it. And they don't believe in divorce.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we picked
Why
it.
should you now believe? Yeah. So why should you now believe?
In fairness to her, it's very heavy. She's not. No. That's not even an option. Well, no, I won't say that's not her number one option. She would rather. She's just that she has fears.
Yeah. Now, we need to, if my wife would have left, sincerely, right now, I can sincerely tell you, I can raise up my hand anywhere in the world right now, and I can tell any man that my marriage is the most wonderful marriage right now. Even in my church, my marriage is a reference. In my church right now, my marriage is a reference. If there is no way they will say anything in church, it must be referred to my family. So we are living, I have a family of 6. So it's left for her to, take away the fear first, start seeing God in this matter. She should start seeing God in this matter. If she's from a Christian,
thank you so much, Victor.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful conversation there. I had to stay a little bit longer on Victor simply because he's had a very similar, extremely similar experience, and so we needed his advice because it's coming out of what she's still in. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? This is who?
My name is Adedoja.
The line is very bad.
My name is.
Oh, please call me back. The line is very bad. 07001051 time check. It's 16 minutes past the hour of 9 p.m. on City 1051 FM. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Good evening.
Hello. Oh, I have a female caller. Hello, what's your name? What's your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Rachel. I'm calling from Ejigbo.
Rachel from Ejigbo. All right, Rachel, talk to me.
Yes, everybody has been saying she should forgive. I also think that she should forgive the man
Thank
for
you.
the sake of the kid.
Oh.
But also, she should also, because she's saying that she has fears of if the guy there is going to be trapped to collect her properties. I think she should also make an agreement. Maybe she sign a document saying that any of her properties will remain hers, even if anything happens in between, even if she dies, it will go to her children and not him.
Exactly. I was just thinking along those lines now. Yes. The property should, yes. You're very right.
About it, yes.
Correct.
And about the siblings of the man, they should also agree that they can only...
Hello, Rachel. I lost you there. I lost the call there. All right, thank you. But I got the message. You're also saying forgive. So I've had 9 callers tonight, and everyone so far have said she should forgive. So you guys have made my job so easy. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from? Hello. Hello. Oh my God, I'm struggling to hear you. I don't know whether you were the one that called just before.
Yes, I was.
Okay, I can hear you. I can hear you now a little bit.
Let me just even some businesses and sometimes it doesn't work. Now, apart from that, the man is actually hasn't money enough. Now, when you get to know that it's money enough, the time has passed. If you really want to go back. But that's the reason question. It's up to her. If she wants to move on, fine. If not.
Oh, yeah, the first person that has a different opinion.
Yes. Life is short. Live your life the way you could live it, because after then there are no more. Even though the kids are talking about, they will just be.
Oh, thank you. But I didn't get your name, though. The line was quite bad, but I didn't get your name. You're the only one that you have just said if she wants to move on, she should move on. But thank you so much for your contribution. Time check is 19 minutes past the hour of 9 p.m. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hello, good evening, madam. Ayodele from Adedoja.
Hello, Ayodele. Talk to me.
Hello, man. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Mommy, I have a different opinion about you. I have a contrary opinion.
Okay.
Yes. If I speak from what you said.
Okay.
In the story, he said, the woman said in 11 years, she never loved the man for 10 years. So 10 years of the abuse and the love no longer there. And she has met the people that is showing her love the husband has never shown her. I think you are forgetting that aspect. She needs love again, and she has found another love. I'm not saying you shouldn't forget the man, being the father of her kids. I believe they don't need to live together again.
You believe they shouldn't live together again?
Yes, for peace to reign.
That's a bit too brash.
No, seriously, I need to be blunt here. I'm serious about it.
Very blunt.
I need to be very blunt. No, seriously, for 11 good years, what if that woman has not planned what she did?
Well, I get your sentiments though, but they're married.
They're saying divorce. But have you forgotten the woman said she doesn't love him anymore? That she felt I didn't get the story very well.
Yeah, you are right, but she could be saying it from a place of hurt, Ayodele. She could be saying it from a place of hurt.
We need to be careful here. In all honesty, let us follow our mind. But we need to be frank here, as in so bad. What is? Don't let's forget that. And she has found a new love. Let's forget that. Our love is paramount. My mommy, love is very paramount.
Thank you.
I'm married, so I'm speaking for experience. I have an experience already. I'm married 6 years.
Okay.
So it's not as if I'm not married, so I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
It's not easy. I did in marriage, it's not easy. What if the man is past, I will not believe the man has changed and he never changed. And this is something we don't expect, and it will continue. Don't forget, we still have the other party there, the siblings of the husband. Then begging now, they can only beg now, but once they get back, they can do another thing.
Thank
and
you.
All people saying, let's get a document, let's sign document, not in Nigeria, it doesn't work there, we don't know that.
Thank you.
Work. I mean, so I'm on
All
the
right.
other
Gotcha there. Gotcha.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Ayodele. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling City 1051 FM. We are your number one lifestyle station. Time check, it's 22 minutes past the hour of 9 p.m. and you're tuning to Talk to Me with myself, Adedoja Allen. I'm saying hello to my Instagram listeners, viewers, the ones on YouTube. I'm saying hello as well on Facebook. I see you all. I can't take your comments just yet, but I'm seeing everything left, right, and center. And I'm so glad that you're enjoying the show. Thank you so much. So I have my radio callers, my radio audience, and I have my online audience. I'm so excited about that. I will probably take one or two more calls before we round up the show tonight. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, good evening. I might be the second to the last caller.
I like that. Flesh and blood did not reveal that to you. Oh, I'm so sorry. You see, that's why I was saying that. As much as I love, when my callers are calling, I love to talk, but I would rather people, we start to shorten the conversation so that we can accommodate more calls.
Yeah, okay.
I apologize. Go ahead.
Yes, no problem. Now, I will not say that she should meet her husband because let's go in a legal way. According to the Bible,
what's your name? You didn't tell me your name.
My name is Emmanuel from Alagbole.
Emmanuel from Alagbole. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So, like I said, that what God has done together, let no one take from that. But some of women, some of us are stupid and foolish. Hello, are you with me?
I'm laughing.
Good. Because you lost your job and this woman now didn't leave you to go and do it because you couldn't take care of the house anymore. But now the man called and now she picked you up. I didn't know why you shouldn't even take that award as the best woman in the whole wide world. Because something like that, we didn't allow anything to come in between us. Whatever belongs to you belongs to your wife. Whatever belongs to your wife also belongs to you.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah.
So now, in terms of sharing, I want her to accept the man back. She should call her own family. She should also call the husband family. She should call one pastor of her church. Also, if the man is going to church, she should also call the man pastor and a lawyer. So now, the both family will now hand over the woman to the man. So therefore, what happened to her? By so doing the man too, we will not even have any job to think of any evil to the woman.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm pleading for her to forgive the man.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you. So I'm actually taking my numbers tonight. I've had 12 callers. 10 have said she should forgive. 2 have said she should move on. I'm doing my my votes or poll. All right. So this is probably my last call. Hello, good evening. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Adedoja.
Adedoja. Not the minister, though.
No, I'm not the minister, ma.
Okay, go on.
I'm from a broken home, actually.
Oh, I see.
I won't advise anyone to have a broken home. This is it. The question is this. Will the man have come back if he's okay? If after he left the woman, will he have come back to the woman? Or he's coming back now because he knows the woman is the only last option he has to get on his feet back? I'm not saying she should not forgive him, but forgive him and tell him we'll take care of the children separately. And we'll take the win. She should find a way to make herself happy because I'm very sure and I'm very sorry that if the man comes back and gets on his feet back, he's going to repeat the same thing. He's going to start cheating on her again, maltreating her again. Witness it. My mom and my dad, it was for times and times and times. They separated and they came back again, separated and came back again.
Oh, wow.
And the same thing, the both of them keep saying, this is doing, this is doing. After maybe few months or the same thing keeps repeating itself until the both of them say, okay, we can't stay together again. So it's not all about the man saying he's sorry because he's down. If he's not down, if he's okay and he's well doing, will he come back to her? That is the other thing. He might go back. If you go back, I'm not saying it's normal, actually normal behavior. If he should get.
So are you saying that she shouldn't take him back?
No, you can forgive. She can forgive him, but they should take care of the children separately. She should stay in her house, and if he wants to do anything for the children, maybe we'll come and visit weekend and go back. But taking him back as a husband, to me, is a very, very terrible idea.
All right. Thank you, Ayodele. All right. Thank you so much. That's about the last caller that I can take for tonight. I'm sorry. I apologize about it. We will get better by taking more calls next week. So that's it. We need to wrap up the show. But what do we wrap up with? First of all, we've all agreed and identified that she should forgive her husband. We've also identified that it's very possible that that was a test from the Lord to strengthen both of them, to teach the man a lesson or make the man, maybe not the word lesson, but to make the man stronger and get closer to God from what one of my callers said. Was it Taiwo? I can't remember. It has happened to Victor. It's actually Victor, who the same thing has happened to. So it was to make him a better person and to make their marriage stronger. So it's also possible that that is what the Lord is doing to both of them. So they could come back and come back strong. But like we all advised, the lady should protect our property. The best way to do that is to put it in the names of the children. At least that way nobody owns it between herself and her husband. And another thing that I thought of is that siblings should be discouraged from living with couples, no matter what. You have your homes. Before they got married, you sure had where you were living. So please go ahead and excuse them, so that, because honestly, that intrusion causes quite a lot harm in marriages. So yes, the marriage could or can be salvaged if they both put in a lot of effort. I honestly think that, and I want to be positive about it, that the man has learned a lot of lesson, and he wouldn't want to repeat the same thing, because what if he would think about it, that what if I go down again and I start to misbehave again? What if? So I think that you should give him a chance, forgive him, and just, pray to God. Like someone said, believe God, put God, more and more into your marriage. You cannot serve God enough. You have to keep pushing deeper and deeper for your relationship with the Lord. So by the time they do all of this, I think that at the end of the day, they're going to come out stronger and better. That's about it that I can take tonight on the show. See you next time. This show makes a return next week, Thursday at 8:30 p.m. I've been trying to get a man who has had a very bad experience in. I tried to get him in this week. He's very willing to share with you personally by himself what he's gone through or what he's going through in his marriage. So I will try again and ensure that we bring him in next week. So stay tuned and look forward to that. God bless you. Good night.
Talk to me with Adedoja Allen.